orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we're facing. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yes. Thank you very much.
And I looked at the topic, Igbo quest for Nigeria's unity. These are things that agitate my mind. I started thinking about how we've been having this conversation about the unity of Nigeria. And I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders. And I feel that probably this will help us to have a conversation on the Nigerian unity. I just brought four, not to bore you. First, and I quote, not my statement, Nigeria is not a nation. It's a mere geographical expression. There are no Nigerians in the same sense as there are English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigerian is merely a distinctive appellation to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria from those who do not. This is accredited to Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the former Prime Minister of the Western region. The second one, and I quote, it is true that we politicians always delight in talking loosely about the unity of Nigeria. 60 years ago, there was no country called Nigeria. What is now Nigeria consisted of several large and small communities, all of which were different in their outlooks and beliefs. The advent of the British and that of Western education has not materially altered the situation, and the many and varied communities have not knit themselves into a composite unit. This is accredited to Sir Ahmadu Bello, former Premier of Northern Region. The third, and I quote, since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country. But the Nigerian people themselves are historically different in their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. The Nigerian unity is only a British intention for the country. This is was said by Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, the former Prime Minister. The fourth and the last, let me not bore you. And I quote, each of our three regions is vastly different in many respects, but each has this in common, that despite variety of languages and custom, or differences in climate, all form part of one country which has existed as a political and social entity for 50. And I looked at the topic, Igbo quest for Nigeria's unity. These are things that agitate my mind.
Thank you for having you this morning.
God will bless you. God will bless you.
Former President Goodluck Jonathan now affirmed that Nigeria is not one. That nobody is Nigeria here. That joining us together was a mistake by the British. What do you have to say about that? Do you agree with the former President Goodluck Jonathan?
See that statement from the former president. When you say a former president, when you look about the president, the procedural president, the one we are having before Jonathan and after Jonathan, you see that language is a pure. We were just joined together by fire by force. Like the British, they now put our Fulani in the head. You see the result of the situation now. They want to kill and mind us and make us to be under them. If we are really one, justice must be the first. But now we are not one. One is superior than one. How are we one? One is born to rule. One is just under, suffering and smiling. The language is pure. And we are not happy with the system. And we want to be go. Everybody must go. Because everybody must go. That's why you see agitation of Biafra is a reality that must come to pass. Because they are afraid. They are afraid of the Biafra. Because the Biafra, they are the strongest ethnic group in Nigeria, which the Hausa Fulani are afraid of. 247. See the Yoruba, see there was a language that was written yesterday was spoken by the Satan of Sokoto. He said other 1 week if Igbo man no dey Nigeria, now 1 week they will chop Nigeria. They will bite Nigeria, they will chop for the put our pocket. Because of the Biafra, because of the Igbos, because of the heart, the lion heart that those group of people have, they find it difficult. And they must find it difficult. That's why you see somebody like Nnamdi Kanu, they are afraid to leave him. The court of law have already discharged and appointed twice, but they are still holding him to their own side because they are afraid. But what I'm trying to let you know that whether up and down, Biafra must come. And we must go our separate way. Whether you like it or not.
People are saying that I think the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a Fulani man, it's not a Yoruba. Because how will he allow the Fulani men to be killing people up and down?
You see, that's what we are telling you. You see what bring the Tinubu to the limelight. When your passenger fails to do his responsibility, people don't capitalize and not tell the Yoruba, nah, it's your turn. Our turn is this. Okay, at the end of the day now, they are killing them, killing these people. But you can't step on toe. It's afraid because just like what you have said, it's like a Yoruba Fulani. You can't stand as a father and they are killing your people and you have the authority, you are the #1 in the country, you can't say stop. You are washing hands because of 2027 until they wipe all your people out of the surface of the earth. And that time you can't stand up. See, let us be frank with ourselves. Tinubu must wake up as a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and step on those wicked souls that is killing people. You see, nobody's above the law. But when you are not afraid, you want to fight 2027 by all means, there will be casualties. That's what we are facing now. You see, Nigeria must not be, we see, they can't unite us together by force. See, time is coming and now is the time because I now don't too much open for the injustice that the one called God to rule. They have meted on us. So it's time for us to go our separate way.
Okay, it's time for us to go on our separate way. Let's go to what happened yesterday in Natasha Akutu. As he proceed, since Nigeria government, Nigeria National Assembly has suspended for 6 for withdrawal security. She has taken a step further by going to US to report to the National Assembly of what Nigeria and what the National Assembly has done to women.
You see, the purely injustice. Suspending her, withdrawing her school, withdrawing her aid. What's an injustice? You see, it's only in Nigeria that you can experience and witness this type of kangaroo injustice. See, I like her because she is courage enough and took the situation, took the matter to the United States, took the matter to the international community to be aware of the reality that is happening in Nigeria, especially Nigeria National Assembly. They are planted by the bad people that we call government officials. They are not officials, they are just there for their own profit. And I give her a 100% vote of confidence that she will win that case. The international community, the international National Assembly will look into our case. But this case must not be swept under the carpet as the previous one. This case must be thoroughly investigated. Now we have seen the Nigeria hand in it. Nigeria doesn't want justice. They sweep it under the carpet. But now I thank her for taking the case beyond Nigeria. So let the justice be done. And I believe Akpabio must face the warrant of the law. Akpabio must face the warrant of the law. And Akpabio, what I've seen, is guilty. He's trying to maneuver. See, Nigeria is watching. Now Nigeria have told us that the case is their case. They pocket it. But now she went outside Nigeria as well, and she will get justice there. And Akpabio must be invited. This case is not taken. Nigeria will be sacked. This one is not the case of a Bama. It's a big case. It's a big case.
Are you agreeing with the woman that
see, if I don't agree with the woman, I will not be saying supporting the woman because there was a case before of sexual harassment by Akpabio to a woman in that same Niger Delta area. And there was a rumor that the woman slapped her Boza.
Give her Boza.
Wicked slap. Okay, now the same Akpabio. Now that time it was a Niger Delta ministry. Okay, now you are a Senate president. The same thing occur again second time.
What is he looking for in this woman? What is he trying to do?
See, his what is in his blood. He don't drown for 100 women tire.
But
now,
before a woman will slap person, is it that he's trying to force himself on them or
see, before they go slap you, want to try to subdue her.
Yeah.
That's why you will collect slap, goes out, and then you go retreat. Because with that side, you can't retreat. Because now this is a part 2 again. Part 2 now in the Senate House.
The third person is
Part 3 they come, but this part 2 now is clearly Akpabio 100% guilty. Withdraw your post and go suspend yourself 6 months. Get put to take over, but you don't want it because of injustice.
Why is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu not intervening?
Don't bring back Akpabio. You put Akpabio there. See, Nigeria, you never experienced this type of injustice before. See, Buhari's time said, you never see this kind of thing. You understand? You don't understand yourself. Everywhere was atmosphere of happiness. But see this one now. Now my turn. See what is happening. River say water. See Lagos State. Impeach. Obasa throw them away. DSA, police, pursue everybody, treat everybody. Obasa throw them back. Under whose leadership? Jagaba. See what will happen.
So, thank you this morning for sharing your views. So thank you.
It's allies, it's family. And just like we did that in 1967, Israel supports and does what it can. I did hear that Mr. Kanu was in Israel, in Jerusalem, before he was abducted and disappeared from the public's eye. And this is the most important thing that I want Biafrans to take from this discussion, that Israel, we stand with you guys. And although the cause of Biafra is not very familiar with the world and with Israelis, I want to say that, because of my activity, because of what I do, more and more Israelis are hearing about the cause of Biafra each and every day. So yes, we do stand with you. I want you to know that.
Two gentlemen you see here, they are Israelites and they are our brothers. Wherever we see them around the world, we always identify with them. They are here. Please, can you say hello?
We hope you make a Biafran state in Nigeria.
We wish you well. We wish you success. You're clever people. You're intelligent people. Don't let the people, what they do to you, put you down. You stay strong, and God will help you. God will protect you.
Thank you so much. You
Because
can
you're
hear.
on the right side.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I can hear what he's praying for every Biafran. This is an Israel. This is an Israeli. They are praying and supporting us to have our own life back, just as UK had their Brexit and had their life back. We also gonna have our life back because we are peaceful people. We wanna live in peace. That's why we wanna exit out of Nigeria. Can you say hello to our
brothers in Biafra? You are from the same fathers as us, and we wish you peace and safety, and no one should take your land, no one should take your properties, and God should protect you and help you prosper and do it.
Amen. Okay, you have heard it. Our two brothers here.
It's my pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Prince Jejeman.
Prince, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Solomon. Prince. Yeah, Solomon.
You have a very important
my
name.
stage
Solomon
name.
was the most intelligent person who ever lived. Yeah.
Thank you. So, and my nickname is Prince.
One will say that Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel right now, is set to take over the issue of Nnamdi Kanu because when the Buhari government went after Nnamdi Kanu flew to Israel. Yes. And the one said that Nnamdi Kanu have discussion with Benjamin Netanyahu, and Netanyahu now is trying after this IBB informations about Biafra. Netanyahu now is working in conjunction with Donald Trump. We saw where Donald Trump has said that they should release Nnamdi Kanu, the killing of the Christians in the Southeast should stop. Do you think that Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump have what it takes to put pressure on Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu?
It all points towards that angle of alliance. Balkanization, the greatest allies we had in the past was Finland, Ireland, Israel, and some private concerned bodies in America, because I could remember one Captain Brown that was shot off the coast of Gabon, and his airplane was situated in which region in Nigeria? Southeastern region. This first embassy, and still, that's where they have their embassy today, until they restore tie with Nigeria under Ibrahim Babangida's regime. Israel and the Nigeria restored tie, maybe international tie. That maybe that was when they may have relocated the embassy. But I know that Israel was having their embassies in Igbo land in Enugu since the year 1970 till date. So because they went home to defend their land, they turned their back on the Biafrans, and we actually fought the war by ourselves, using on our high tech to at least manufacture our Obunigwe and other, firearms made by the then technorat, war technorats, Engineer Roy Umenyi, yes, Kenneth Onwukadike, and many, many Biafrans, that work at the Biafra Logistics Department headed by Chinua Achebe. Then we had many people that actually help us, work out or craft out the kind of weapons we used, defend ourselves during the Nigerian Biafran Civil War. So the roles all these countries, United States, Israel, Finland, and so on and so forth, are playing, is because of the kind of role they actually, played emotionally during the war of 1967 to 1970. Israel is part of Igbo land. They actually know that either we come from them or they come from us. They have actually visited Agitation, where I come from, Otuocha, Anambra, many times to at least confirm in excursion, during excursion, if actually Igbos are Israelites or Israelites are from Igbos, and they have gotten many artifacts. They have gotten many archaeological proofs that they have strong ties with the Igbo culture and tradition. And it was even happening in 2021 when Nnamdi Kanu was abducted from Nairobi, Kenya. 4 Israeli excursionists were apprehended by Nigerian DSS, accused of what? Spies. The then president of Israel, then or prime minister, was Naftali Bennett. Naftali Bennett actually war in Nigeria, and there was a sort of this skirmish, diplomatic rows between the two countries. Under 2 weeks, those black Jews and white Jews were released after such accusation, because they went to Agitation for findings, archaeological findings, and they actually discovered the book of Torah. The book of Torah was in Agitation, and the book of Torah actually give the full, accurate narratives on how or why Israel is Igbo, Igbo is Israel. And that has actually sealed the controversy behind whether Igbo man is Jews or this or that. It has been finally concluded that Bennett, the then Prime Minister of Israel, confirmed it, that they have, the Jews in the occupying in the southeastern hemisphere of Nigeria, confirmed.
Mr.
And
Rafa,
proving.
I want us to end this conversation in 2 minutes.
Okay, now.
Many Biafrans have said that they would prefer Israel to come to their rescue, even if it takes them 50 years to be under Israel before they get their independence, instead of staying with this country whereby they have been marginalized. Do you agree with them that Igbos should go under Israel and spend 50 years with Israel before they get their independence?
150 million % agree. I agree with them if you can weigh the statistics, the average of my agreeing with what that guys or what those people are saying. I'm scoring myself. I agree 100%, 120%. Igbos should be under Israel, so that we will understand their technology, we buy into their science, everything about their engineer, how they build and form their craft. Though they actually know that we have the brain. If you go into the Russia and the United States of America, most of the scientists and technologists in those countries are from Igbo extraction. I think it is better to stay with Israel. And if Israel come, there's nothing like oppression or compression. There's nothing like suppressing us, because already we are Christians, already we are buying into their technology, already we are traditionally and culturally the same with them. So their technology is just like water, akara, and the cake for us. It won't be very hard for us. We can cohesively work with Israel, because Israel is Igbo. Igbo is the Jews. We are the same with Israel. You are welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ara, for having you this morning.
When I tell people say Nnamdi Kanu no dey fight for only Igbo, he fight for Yoruba, he fight for Epic, he fight for every ethnic group, both Middle Belt. See what is happening. I know that people who die in Ondo State by this Fulani herdsmen now, many of their family now, they are mourning as I speak to you. They are mourning. Look at this recent judgment that just came out from a Supreme Court, whereby Jackson, who defended himself, self-defense against Fulani man that wanted to kill him in his own farm, and he stabbed the Fulani and the Fulani man died. They quickly took that matter to court, and Supreme Court now said they should sentence Jackson to death. Another tragedy again in Yoruba land, southwest, as Fulani herdsmen murder over 20 people in Ondo State. This is another tragedy of this Fulani. After they invaded Benue community and they massacre the village to an extent that the remaining villagers has to run to Biafra land for safety. This is what we are talking about. Has Nnamdi Kanu have not been vindicated severally? This Fulani, what did they want? Now that we are saying that it's not about tribe where you come from, it's about getting competent person that will not pity these people, that will not beg for power. I don't see the reason President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not a Fulani, even despite he's a Muslim, that does not give these people morale to be going different regions to be killing without doing any